you can never trust a man, like never trust your husband, like he may just cheat on you, you never know.
Do not trust a man. Be very, very smart. Men are not stupid.
Yo, I've been saying love isn't real for a while, but the wizard Liz getting cheated on? Huh?
This is Girlhood Dynamics, where girlhood isn't a phase, it's a force. From young hearts to seasoned souls, every girl story matters. Let's talk life, love, identity, and everything in between. Here, we don't just grow, we bloom.
So Landon cheated on Liz when Liz is 4 months pregnant, and that's the story that Landon posted and deleted. He said, "Our marriage is not technically legal, but she's my wife, so it's a fake in some way, but real in every others." What does that even mean?
Before diving into the infidelity scandal surrounding the Wizard Liz and Landon Wickerson, we should first identify who is the Wizard Liz. The Wizard Liz is a YouTuber with over 1 million subscribers. The 26-year-old's videos are deceptively simple. She sits poised in elegant outfits with flawless hair, speaking candidly about confidence, men, love, and girl talk. There's a distinct big sister energy, like someone with wisdom to share who casually props up a camera in her living room and lets it all spill out. Like most social media influencers, her videos are almost certainly scripted, or at least meticulously planned. But that doesn't diminish their charm. The polish only underscores her authority, while the delivery keeps her relatable. It's a clever blend, part authenticity, part performance, that resonates deeply with her audience. The Belgian self help influencer announced her split from American entrepreneur and former YouTuber when she found out that he was allegedly cheating on her while she was 4 months pregnant, currently still is pregnant. Liz recently took to Instagram with an emotional announcement that she has ended the engagement after discovering cheating messages sent by Nicholson via Snapchat, even though they were together in London at the time. Liz, who is now 4 months pregnant, described the betrayal as deeply painful, particularly because she believed her relationship was real. Let's watch his apology video and a clip of the couple together discussing, then get straight into people's thoughts regarding this unfortunate scandal.
Look, I'm not going to come on here and ask for your forgiveness. I'm just going to come on here and ask for understanding, because I made a mistake, but that doesn't mean that I don't love Liz. I love her with my entire heart, and we have a baby on the way. And over the last 10 months, I have done everything I can to give this person all that I can and to make her happy and do all of this. And regardless of how much I care, I made a mistake. And in the middle of texting somebody I should not be texting, in this moment of fucking weakness, like seeking validation, and it's just a bad behavior that I can't believe I did it. But in the moment that I was doing it, I messaged that person that I was sorry and that it was wrong. And I prayed to God that night for strength and clarity and to never do that again. That is not who I want to be. It is not what I thought I was stronger than this. I thought I was smarter than this. And I let something build up inside of me that I indulged in. And it is weak and it is despicable. And in this, I'd like to just take full accountability. I don't think this should have been aired out, honestly. And there's so much, oh my God, there's so much to say that I am not going to say. But I'm taking accountability regardless. This is not something that I want to promote or make seem like I identify with. This is not who I want to be, and I'm sorry. I don't know how I could be such a fucking idiot at times. Like, throughout my life, there are times where I just do things that I know I shouldn't. And I learn, but I shouldn't have to learn this way. So I'm sorry. The final thing I'm going to say, and then I'll probably delete these. I love Liz more than I could even put words to, and I've shown her this, and I've tried my best to make her feel safe and happy and protected and while yes, I made this mistake, I want to be a great man. And I'm not there yet, but I know that a great man is one that takes accountability. I know that a great man is somebody who makes a mistake and then can be forthcoming honestly. And although I felt bad, like I should have just said, hey, I've done this thing. I feel very bad about it. I'm sorry. Like I know what I did was wrong and this is not going to happen again and I'm sorry. And that's how you should treat the people you love. And I am sorry.
Don't say that. No, they're gonna think I'm like holding you hostage.
No,
Quiet.
no. Even in my previous relationship, I didn't have intimacy. Really,
I think this
didn't
is
want
your
that.
first real relationship, to be honest.
But I'm not really jealous person.
I kind of.
You are.
Yeah, naturally.
He's very controlling. Anyone that has dated, you guys know how controlling.
Very. What does that look like? Putting you on the spot.
It's just like, when did you know you fell in love?
I don't know how to even say it. When did you know you fell in love?
The hardest part about marriage is honestly living with someone, like especially a man.
Are you saying I'm hard to live with?
No,
A great message. It's honestly a toxic message. This thing I've seen people saying of like, oh, you can never trust a man. Like, never trust your husband. Like, he may just cheat on you. You never know.
Do not trust a man. Be very, very smart. Men are not stupid. Make sure that either he invests in a business for you, that the money he gives you, either it's cash or he transfers it into your account. Make sure that you buy stuff that is like an investment. There's many men, and I've heard many stories like this, where they just take away the credit card, take away the house, and honey, you go with your bags, whatever. They know that they still keep the power by just giving you a credit card and that's it. And you think, oh my God, I have a credit card. No, he's trying to control the narrative. So you switch that up and you make sure that either you invest in a business, you invest in some things into yourself, so make sure that like anything you buy, you think of it as an investment. All these things, when you get a car, make sure it's in your name. These things, they always take away. Do not think men don't do this. Even if you have a kid, even if they don't care, they do not care whether you're married. When you sign that prenup, honey, you're done. You walk away with nothing.
I told this woman that I loved her within 36 hours of knowing her.
36 hours? By the way he speaks about her, there are signs of infatuation and love bombing. Is it truly possible to be in love with a person after less than 2 days of knowing them? She said that he displays controlling and jealous tendencies. Those behaviors, when extreme, are classic examples of insecurity, and an insecure person is likely to seek outside validation through actions such as cheating. Unfortunately, some of Liz's content regarding infidelity has come back to haunt her.
I feel like everyone cheats these days. Should I just accept that or be single? I think people should really touch some grass and go outside a little bit and get off your phone. Like these stories that you see on TikTok, these stories that you see online of women complaining about cheating or men complaining about cheating is not 8 billion people. It's just a small percentage in the few. Your family members that have always cheated and their friends that always have cheated is also not 8 billion people.
Yeah, exactly.
There is people out there that have soul connections. You meet them and they're just obsessed with each other's soul. So you might think like, oh, he's too ugly for her, she's too ugly for him, or all these things, but to them, they have a soul connection.
I just might have to disagree with her on this point. She said that it's only a few people that we know who cheat. The Institute for Family Studies, American-based, conducted a study. The results? 30 to 40% of unmarried relationships experience infidelity. 18 to 20% of marriages see at least one incident. This is regarding physical intimacy. The global numbers are much, much higher. And when asked, people are less likely to admit to it, obviously. And don't get me started on emotional infidelity, which is what Mr. Landon was allegedly caught doing. He didn't even get to progress to the actual cheating part physically. Cheating is still cheating, regardless of if it's progressed to physical or not. Now, let's move on to public opinion.
is cheated on by her fiance Landon. Well, her now ex-fiance, the wizard Liz, out of all people. She's 4 months pregnant, and she just posted her baby gender reveal a few days ago, saying life can change fast once you decide what exactly you want. Like, oh my gosh. So she exposes Landon on her Instagram story, saying, "Funny how my intuition was screaming at me in this video. Thank God what I found out today. I've been through worse in my life. This will most definitely not break me. Women, choose yourself and walk away from the first time." And she talks about how she found out Landon cheated on her, saying Landon decided to make a Snapchat account and reach out to a girl to meet up. He was just with me in London, made a whole book about how much he loves me. Anyways, the girl reached out to me today and showed us evidence. He called the relationship fake. So Landon told the girl that his relationship was fake with Wizard Liz. "Oh, I'm 4 months pregnant." He says he's incredibly sorry, and honestly, I feel like I don't know him at all. "I feel stupid for ignoring the signs and dreams I had, even though I told him about, and he told me I was crazy." So she had a feeling he was cheating on her, and he shut it down. Ladies, trust your intuition. I'm absolutely heartbroken and shocked. My haters can go celebrate. Haha, so funny. I will always have the last laugh though. He lost everything and I gained everything, thank God. And that she's going to sell her engagement ring that was $100,000 and donate the money to single moms. And she's asking people to not send Landon any hate, and that she still loves him, but she chooses herself. I still can't believe it. Out of all people, the wizard Liz. I give up. I give up on love.
It is the way that literally the other day I was getting my toes done watching this video, and I'm like, God, I've seen what you've done for the others. Like, the fact that men like this still exist. Just for the wizard Liz to post this on her story talking about my intuition was screaming at me in this video. Thank God for what I found out today. I've been through worse in life. This will not break me. And I'm like, huh? And then apparently Landon made a Snapchat account to reach out to a girl to meet up. And he told the girl that his relationship with the wizard Liz was fake. And she just announced that she's 4 months pregnant. And for him to say that, oh, the relationship is fake, he's literally... This is how you know the wizard Liz has such a big heart, because the fact that she's going to sell her engagement ring and donate the money to single moms shows... And the reason why I am making this video, it is not to gossip, because this is not tea. Like, the fact that she was even vulnerable enough to tell us this, because she could have just kept this to herself. But the fact that she told us, and she's in such a vulnerable place, she's 4 months pregnant. And this is happening. It just goes to show the fact that we watched that video, and I bet a bunch of us were like, oh my God. You know, we see people as relationship goals, but you just never know what's going on behind the scenes. And listen, I know she made a story being like, guys, please don't send hate to Landon. I'm not stating hate or, you know, trying to spread hate. I'm gonna just state the facts. She talked about how they met, the way that he knew her. He saw that she was a public figure. You pursued her and you do this. It really just goes to show, like, men are fucking weak. Like, men and their, like, temptation and way that they can't handle that, I just feel like
The amazing wizard Liz announced that her fiance Landon created a fake Snapchat, met up with a girl, and cheated on her. But not only did he cheat on Liz, she's 4 months pregnant with his baby, so he cheated on the future of his child as well. Landon just joined Liz on her platform in an hour-long video about the relationship and said that it's a toxic message for women to never trust a man, and this is what I find absolutely incredible about the modern man. He has the audacity to rage against the different ways women protect themselves while being the exact reason those defenses exist in the first place. The modern man is mad women have trust issues, but creates fake Snapchats behind her back. He's mad that women are guarded, but never stops giving her reasons to be. The modern man is a faux victim and a crybaby. The modern man complains that women aren't getting married and having children at the same rate anymore, but lacks such self-control that he'll go destroy the future of his own child and the family that child is owed for 15 minutes of pleasure before that child even breathes its first breath. This isn't just about men cheating. This is about the current environment we're in, where men are out playing victim, acting like society is against them, while they run around destroying their own families, destroying the futures of their children, and destroying the hearts of the women that care about them. Liz deserves better, and every woman and child deserve better.
Okay, I also want to talk about his apology video with you guys, because there is red flag after red flag in this video, and I'm just going to point it out to you. This is what it's like to read between the lines. He made a couple of them, so I'll just go through different ones.
Look, I fucked up huge.
But
I'm not a perfect person. I made a mistake.
I'm not a perfect person. I made a mistake. By saying I'm not a perfect person, he's basically saying that the only person who would not betray someone's trust would be a perfect person. There are no perfect person. Everyone betrays trust. So he's not the bad guy. He's just a flawed human being.
Huge mistake. And although that's the case, like, I genuinely am curious if you guys believe that people can make mistakes and get better.
So that's him evading accountability for what he did. That's also a form of gaslighting. Do you guys believe that people can't make mistakes and get better? You're so crazy that you believe that people don't make mistakes and people don't get better from mistakes? So you're the crazy one for thinking that people don't make mistakes. Because that's ridiculous. People make mistakes. He's not appreciating the gravity of his mistake. He's saying everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. You're crazy for thinking that people don't make mistakes.
And I genuinely pray that in the event that I am able to clearly demonstrate that this is not who I am, this is not who I want to be, this is not who I will be moving forward, for the sake of my family and Liz, most importantly Liz, that if I'm able to earn her trust back and earn her respect back, that you do not evil eye the shit out of her or my family.
Evil eye? Evil eye? Huh? So we would not like you from going forward because we're jealous and we have an evil eye? See how he's deflecting blame in all of this? He's saying, oh, if she forgives me for a mistake that I literally made 2 seconds ago, I hope you guys are mature enough to not blame me for it. I hope you guys are mature enough.
I am acknowledging is wrong, and it's not. It was 5-10 minutes of my life texting somebody that I don't give a fuck about.
It was only 5 or 10 minutes of my life. Why is everyone making this such a big deal? I'm acknowledging it was wrong. It was 5 or 10 minutes of my life. I don't even give a fuck about this person. You guys are blowing this out of proportion. Gaslighting, deflecting.
Jeopardizing everything that I have. Like, it's just ridiculous. So, yeah, I deserve the hate, and there's not a single person on this fucking planet that is more disappointed or upset.
There's not a single person on this planet that is more disappointed or upset. I am the victim. I am the one who's disappointed. I am the one who's upset. Okay, so for you guys to come after me for something that I did that was wrong, that ultimately hurt me the most, you guys are the victim for coming after me. I'm the victim here. I'm the most disappointed and upset person out of this whole scenario.
I don't expect you guys to understand.
I don't expect you to understand. I don't expect you to understand. Whatever you're feeling right now, it's because you don't understand what I'm going through. You guys don't have the bandwidth to understand the situation.
But I hope you take into consideration that you can make a mistake and get better. And this isn't just a mistake, right? Like, this is breaking trust, but I realized what I did was wrong. And it's never gonna happen again.
All of his apology videos were like, I'm the most hurt in this situation. You guys don't understand. You guys are the one that are the villain who are victimizing me. I am the victim in this situation. My actions hurt me the most out of anyone in this situation. And I hope that if she forgives me for this little tiny mistake that wasn't even a big deal, but I guess everyone's upset, but it wasn't a big deal. If she decides to forgive me, I hope that you guys can be mature and you guys can get over yourself and not victimize me any further. That's what those whole apology videos were. You guys have to look out for these things. You have to read between the lines when people talk.
I am truly heartbroken for us women, especially waking up this morning and seeing everything that's been happening with the Liz the Wizard. This is once again an eye-opener for me, and I hope for other women. Men will harvest your beautiful energy, okay? Men know the value that us women have. They know our value, okay? And they know that it shouldn't be that easy to be with us, okay? And they will tell you. I once dated this guy that told me, Mar, I'm not good enough for you. I was a teenager back then, okay? But I learned my lesson, because when a man is vocally also telling you that he knows he's not good enough for you, period, he means it. And it's probably true, you know, because women, we're born with it, okay? We're natural creators. You need to protect your womb, okay? You need to be selfish. The only way you're gonna win in this life, the only way that you're gonna get through life in a way where you're benefited is when you're being selfish, okay? Selfish women win. Why am I saying this? Do you know how powerful a woman like Liz the Wizard is? Okay, even the fact that I'm here talking about her, even the fact that the whole internet now is talking about this situation, it just goes to show the power that this woman holds. I believe that we're here to rise Earth's energy, right? And Liz the Wizard is that type of woman that her message, okay, she shares love. She's literally walking truth. You know what I'm trying to say? And especially we see a lot of times with women in the media, and I'm telling you, women that, for example, like Halle Bailey, Sky Jackson, you know, we have examples and examples, you know, Hailey Bieber, all of these women that are in these relationships with men that are clearly harvesting their energy, you know. These type of women are powerful because they have influence, okay? These type of women are powerful because they got to the point where they decided to believe in themselves. They got to the point where they created something for themselves, okay? And men see this. So when you give a chance to a man that, first of all, he doesn't even have the resources himself, hasn't even worked on himself in a more spiritual way, he will take that from you. Whatever he doesn't have, he's gonna take from you, okay? You should never give an insecure man a chance, because he's gonna take whatever he's not getting, he's gonna take it from you. He's not there to serve you, he's gonna take. Everyone talks about a provider man, okay? But everyone only talks about the financial side. But at the end of the day, women were, again, like I said, we're creators, okay? So financially, women are wealthy, okay? We're literally so abundant, because everyone talks about single mothers, but the amount of times I see single mothers that have their kids and then this woman is still thriving life, that goes to show that women are powerful, okay? Everyone talks about a provider man, but in reality, what a provider man truly is a man that creates a safe space for women, period. And then from the point that a man is not creating a safe space for you, it's done. Everyone thinks that men should lead. I was speaking to my older cousin, that's a man, and he said that, oh, well, men should be the leaders, this, that. But if that's so, why do we live in the world that we live in? The world is very masculine, okay? That's why I don't believe in the whole thing of, oh, men used to go to work. Work they created themselves. Because let's be honest, if women were leading, the world will be completely different, okay? And that's why I said, true providers, a man that truly is a provider is creating a safe space for women, okay? So any man that's not doing that for you, I'm sorry to break the news, but he don't want you like that. He's there to take from you. They have almost literally gaslighted us women into thinking that we're lesser than, when in reality it's the complete opposite. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I am just so heartbroken, because I feel like every woman needs to realize the power that they hold, okay? Protect your womb.
Airport, and as I'm walking, I try to be observant, but I'm like looking around, and then I walked a step and I felt like I entered just like a new dimension. Not to sound crazy, but I took a step forward and I felt like I walked through a veil almost. And then immediately I sensed that I need to look up right over here, and I look up and I see Liz sitting. She has a hat on. She had like...
This man stalked her. He stalked her to that airport, because what he ends up saying is that he was gonna catch a flight. He had a layover somehow at the same airport that she's at, and then his like connecting flight, and the whole thing got canceled or some shit because he got scammed out of $20,000. Some weird shit. I don't know. Some weird shit. Very sus. Conveniently, he sees her, but doesn't even see her because she's covering her fucking face. He knew she was there. Y'all do know that men lie about being spiritual, right? They use it as a way to manipulate you and get into your pants. They will literally talk about manifestation and all this shit literally just to get coochie. They learn what women's interests are in order to get you, not because they are interested in it. They don't care about any of this shit. They are more so into like religion, because religion kind of strokes their egos, tells them that they are God and that they are number one in the household. Spirituality and all these other things, they don't care about that because they'd have to do an ego death to like actually understand it. There's a tiny microscopic percentage of them that would ever do that, but there is a huge portion of them who will use these things to get women. They will talk about zodiacs and astrology just to get coochie. He was very calculated. He was using this whole spirituality manifestation thing to get her. Men don't believe in shit like this. Men are not connected to source. Men don't have intuition. That's why they need to be connected to women to get these things.
This is Wizard Liz. She has over 7 million followers here on TikTok. She makes dating and women's empowerment content, and she's currently in a very public cheating scandal because her husband allegedly cheated on her when she was 4 months pregnant. He was very familiar with her content prior to pursuing her. And I feel like he plotted to get her, to destroy her brand from the inside out. Because why would you approach a woman who speaks like this about knowing your worth, being with men who are emotionally intelligent, who honor you, love you, trust you, who are faithful to you? Why would you pursue a woman like that when you know good and well that's not the man that you are? Some men see a beautiful, successful woman who built an entire empire on her own, and they want to humble her. By making his apology and confession public, he forces her to have to decide publicly if she'll stay with him or not. And if she stays, it makes it look like everything she built her platform on was a lie. I feel like this was intentional. This is why I always talk about sleeping with the enemy, because sometimes your biggest hater is the man that you're with. I'm sure she meant every single thing that she posted about, but we all know that there are men out there who will put on an Oscar-worthy performance just to get what they want from you, and I don't think he's any different. You could vet a man better than the CIA, and he could still slip through the cracks.
Never did I think the Wizard Liz would get cheated on by that fucking twink. We gotta talk about this. Ooh, I'm mad as fuck for her. This is about to cause a massive fucking awakening with a type of men women need to go after. You can't fuck with no little boy. That's exactly what that fucking dude is. And this is hard because I know he manipulated the shit out of her. She's 4 months pregnant with his child. This is the problem with these fucking little boys. They're harmless. And why women like her and of her caliber, who have been through shit, who have been traumatized and fucked up in relationships, you go with a guy who you feel is harmless. This is what happens. Men who ain't got no backbone, men who really can't take care of you, look after you, and be a man, their only way to survive in the world is to be manipulative because they can't protect shit. So they're going to pretend to value your boundaries and listen to you and hear you and see you. They're the most strategic and calculated fucking people. And this has me riled the fuck up because the public embarrassment she's going through, I'm so fucking mad for her because I feel like my heart breaks for her. The position that she's in right now. But I'm low-key kind of excited to see what the fuck she turns into. This, woo! I love that she gagged his ass too. She posted exactly what happened. But one more angle is this ain't got shit to do with Liz's worth. This is exactly why you cannot settle in a relationship, because she's clearly the prize. She's clearly on a way higher caliber he could ever fucking even blow air to reach. I guarantee you what happened is this boy felt so shit and insecure about himself that he had to go get his reassurance and feel good about him on the side and message other people on fucking Snapchat while you're engaged to have a child on the way. This is that weak, pathetic fucking shit. We've all watched Liz grow and watch her heal from so much shit she's been through. And this is the worst one yet.
I just want to make one thing clear, and that is that a woman, let alone a pregnant woman's misery and her public humiliation by a man is not like tea or cheesemate in any way. What happened to the Wizard Liz is extremely sad, and I am going to say it straight, nobody's safe. I made a video recently talking about how I've really decentered men and I just look at them for fun, and I'm truly okay with being alone and never finding that man or that soulmate or that fairy tale, because it's just a reality that we live in. And it really did upset so many people, which I get it, because that slap to reality, when I first realized it, it was hurtful. And me, baby, I'm gonna say it to you straight and I'm gonna rip the band-aid off. All men cheat. And when I say all, I mean 98%. I know very few men who wouldn't cheat on their wives. I have met complete lover boys who have not even been in that many relationships or a single relationship in their life that still say, oh yeah, like, I would cheat on my wife. Nobody even picked you yet. I remember one of my close guy friends finally got a girlfriend. He's such a lover boy. So I was just asking him for advice, and I was like, are you a cheater too? Like, would you cheat, like, now that you've found somebody, etc.? Then he was like, I mean, like, if I could get away with it, like, if I'm on a boys trip in Vegas or whatever. Mind you, he was so fucking happy to finally have a girlfriend. Like, he was already planning the ring he was gonna put on her finger, the wedding that he might propose, etc., because he was so fucking happy to finally be in a relationship, and he liked this girl so much. But let me tell you the hard truth. Men do not love women. They love how women make them feel. That is why they'll have a really good woman on their arm, and they'll also still go out and cheat, because you're making him feel some type of way, and then this other chick is also going to make him feel some type of way. And men are egotistical and primally driven. Women are in a losing game because we are taught from square one that we are entitled to this fairy tale that some man is going to come save us and he's going to be everything we ever dreamed of. And how could we ever live a life if we don't find that and have his babies? If you can't find that, then do yoga at 6 a.m. Go make more money. Go do a self-help class and go to therapy and heal your inner child and do your shadow work and read Dr. Joe Dispenza and the 48 Laws of Power and the Art of Seduction. And don't forget to also wear these types of clothes, do your nails like this, do this type of skincare, get plastic surgery, go to this workout class. The list is never ending for women, but where does the list even begin for men to be better men? We have how many gurus on here on TikTok talking about how to be a better woman, how to get men, how to play men, and how to play the game. But how many gurus on here are for the men? Like, how many men are telling other men how to be better men, how to be more faithful, how to be more considerate, what they should start implementing into their lives to start treating the woman in their lives better to sustain a healthy relationship? No, there's just fucking men who just preach fucky, fucky, sucky, sucky, come, come. The most famous male advice guru was a red pill preaching human trafficker. Just let that sink in. And we also live in a time where cheating and access to women has never been more accessible. A man opens up IG and all he sees are ass and titties. Left, right, front and center. OnlyFans. There's corn literally everywhere. Your friendly neighborhood girl is doing corn. Like, go get your bread, girl, but also, like, goddamn, like, SE has never been more accessible to men, and also cheating has never been more accessible. Instagram is the largest dating app in the world, not Tinder, not Hinge. A man can just pop in the story likes or make a secret Snapchat, whatever, and there he goes, like, getting his. As women, we just naturally sit and think about how we make others feel. Men don't think about how they make others feel. They think about how they feel all the time. If you are a high value woman, very accomplished, very strong personality, and also very hyper feminine, you have so many things going for you under your belt, there's a man right behind you, following your each and every move, plotting on you so he could fucking humble you. Subconsciously, he's not even thinking that strategically. It's just a subconscious thing. He wants to conquer you for how you make him feel. He wants to put that ring on your finger because it makes him feel good to have this amazing, strong and powerful, successful woman next to him. And then the moment shit goes a little bit left, he's gonna humble you with another chick who also is gonna make him feel good in the moment. Any men out there are going to cheat if they think they could get away with it, and that is just a matter of the fucking fact. Because again, they think dick, dick, wet, wet, sucky, sucky. They don't think, oh, the 1% chance that my wife or fiance or girlfriend might find out, this will actually destroy her and destroy our relationship. That's only 1%. As a woman, if I see freaking Michelle Marone outside, but I love my man, and Michelle Marone's like, hey baby, you wanna fuck? And then I'm like, damn, like, this is my dream fuck. The 1% chance of my husband finding out or my man finding out wouldn't be worth it to me. I'd be like, no, Like, sorry, fumble of the fucking century. But that's how women intrinsically are. We consider other people's feelings. Men are not taught that. They're always taught to think about themselves, period. That being said, there are very few men out there that do not cheat, and it's a very rare commodity. And a way to tell if this man is not going to cheat on you is if he actually sees you as his equal, not as somebody lower than him that he can manipulate, and not somebody higher than him that he needs to humble. You need to find somebody exactly where you are. Because if a man sees him in you, he's not going to disrespect himself. Men come from selfish places. That's also why they cheat. As a woman, just decenter men. Stop. I know you guys didn't like my last video, and you guys felt sad for me, but guess who's sleeping good every night? And this man has the nerve to be like, I made a mistake in his public apology. If nobody roofied you or possessed you to make a Snapchat and text that girl, those were all conscious decisions. The mistake he's referring to is that he texted the wrong chick who went to snitch at him. He should have texted another one who wouldn't have snitched. That's the mistake he's referring to, not that he texted a girl. He's just sorry he got caught. I think I dropped a few gems in here, and I hope some of y'all wrote this down, because every couple of years there's some public spectacle about a very powerful and successful and bad bitch female getting cheated on by a little gremlin looking rat. And every time we gotta repeat it, men do not love us. Men do not even like us. You're very lucky to find one who does. But you gotta be sober as hell throughout that whole relationship. And the moment something red, get the fuck out. That's just it. And make some fucking money off of him. Make sure he spends on you. And make sure you're living a good life. So at least by the time you walk away, you at least have some shit to show for it. And don't have nobody's fucking babies unless you're okay with being a single mom one day. Because that's just the sad reality of the fact. Alright, that's it. Good night.
I feel so bad for the wizard Liz also falling under the trap of someone impregnating them to humble them or to humble her. But long story short, guys, please be strict with your boundaries. Please do not compromise. If you do not like something about someone, if you see even the smallest sign, don't be like, ah, no, maybe he will change. Ah, no, maybe I'm being intolerant. Let that person show up a little bit better. And guys, because while you are having compassion for that person and having patience for them, they are doing you dirty behind the scenes. So be strict with your boundaries. Don't be scared that, oh no, my boundaries are gonna scare off people. They're gonna scare off the wrong people. And yes, your roster might turn into something much smaller than you want it to be. Or there may be less guys coming your way, but that filters out the bums. Be strict, relentlessly strict, aggressively strict. Do not compromise, ever. I'm begging, please.
No, like, we are so cooked. We're cooked, bro. What do you mean the Wizard Liz got cheated on? The Wizard Liz got cheated on. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Hey! No, like, I feel like I'm crashing out right. That was probably the last person that I thought on Earth. The last person that I ever thought. Wow. I'm so sorry, Liz. I love you. But just know it's over for the rest of us. We're living in the end times. It's confirmed.
Wizard Liz got cheated on, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, if she got cheated on, we're all screwed. If she got cheated on, we're all doomed. Let me make something so abundantly clear. It has absolutely nothing to do with her. Nothing to do with her and everything to do with the man.
The Wizard Liz getting cheated on by Landon is a perfect example of the black cat theory gone wrong, because if you're going to be a black cat, you better be damn sure that he's actually a golden retriever and not a lost puppy that's grateful to be experiencing you. Liz is a great example of a black cat, chef's kiss, and it's something that we all aspire to be. The problem that most women find themselves in is that they don't actually end up with a man that wants to be loyal to them. They end up with a weak man that wants to obtain them, that wants to acquire them, that doesn't actually have the strength to stand by her side. And do you know what a weak man does in a very short period of time in that situation? He humbles you. He embarrasses you. He brings you down to his level, because you confused his devotion to you with loyalty when it was really insecurity and his desire for you to validate him. And that is why these ugly motherfuckers continue to embarrass women over and over again. They wanted to get you so that they could humble you. For him, you were too much. And this is the manifestation of the feeling that he was going to carry with him forever. Always be the black cat, but just make sure you're not getting a lost, sad puppy thinking it's a golden retriever.
Okay, so I know everyone is talking about Wizard Liz right now, and I love Wizard Liz. I love Wizard Liz. I love Sure7. They're like two of my favorite creators on TikTok. I just wanted to put my little input into this, and it's not directly related, but I do want to say something. I feel like sometimes I post videos and girls are like, you can't just, you want men for your money. That's not right. You should blah, blah, blah. Here's the thing, right? I think you should love your man. You should love your man, but that should not be the number one reason you're with them, because men are disappointing. Hold on. If the sole reason and the only reason that you and your man are together is because you love each other, it's not going to work out and it's not going to be long lasting. So if and when you do go through hardships, if the only thing that you have to fall back on is love, that's not going to work, because love fades sometimes. There are going to be periods and moments of time where you hate your man, or you're like, God damn, I wish this nigga would leave me alone. There are going to be times where y'all do not like each other, nevertheless love each other. So if the only thing y'all have is love, you're going to fail. So for me, I need financial stability and financial freedom. That's what I ask for. You don't have to ask for that. You can ask for whatever it is that you want to ask for. That's what I ask for my man. It can't just be love and love alone. It's why I don't go 50-50. It's why I don't do any of that, because if I'm going 50-50 and we're just basing this off of a love and, partnership, and you go out and cheat on me, I'm going to be destroyed. I'm going to feel heartbroken, because it's like all we had was love and now we don't even have that. But if I'm with you primarily for financial stability or financial freedom, and then you go out and cheat on me, it's like, oh, okay, that was disappointing. Now I can decide to leave or to stay. But because that wasn't the primary reason of us being together, I'm not going to feel betrayed, because my primary reason for you was for freedom, financial freedom. And I still have that. So I don't feel necessarily betrayed. I might be a little like, disappointed, but I'm not going to be back against the wall, sliding down the wall crying, because it's like, well, now we just move on or we don't move on. I think majority of men cheat. I'm willing to say my best guess was going to probably be something like 85% of men cheat. Do all men cheat? Absolutely not. Is your man cheating? I don't know. There is a very rare portion of the men on this earth who do not cheat. If you have one of those, then absolutely that's great. And maybe you could even, I wouldn't even say you could base your relationship on just love, even if you have a man that doesn't cheat, because they're going to do something. Say something that you're like, makes you look crazy, or make a decision that you don't dislike. And if all you're basing this off of is love, and he does something to disappoint you, because when you love somebody as a woman, you create this whole fantasy of your head into them. And when they don't fit into that, or if they go the different way, you feel betrayed. So in order for you to get away from that, you have to have something else be the primary. You should love your man, but that should not be the primary basis of your relationship, because you can love anybody. As a woman, we create the love. We are the love. You can love the homeless man on the street if you wanted to. So it's like you can love anybody. You can fall in and out of love at any time. So your partnership has to have something else. When you're in relationships that's solely based on love and love alone, as a woman, you drive yourself crazy, wondering, I texted him, he didn't text me back right away. I called him, he didn't answer. All this going through your mind, because you're like, God, all we have is love. Like, if he's out here doing something, I don't know how I'm going to take it. But if your primary goal is something else, then you're not as scatterbrained. Oh, he didn't answer the phone, whatever. I still have his credit card. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not the forefront of your mind. You have things to do. You're not going to be so disappointed when he doesn't live up to your expectations. I can love a man to death and still leave him, because love on its own is not enough for anybody to be happy. You have to have something else. Like I said, it does not have to be financial stability. That's my way. You pick your own way. Maybe he has power. Maybe y'all have a mutual goal that y'all have been working towards. Maybe you guys share the same work ethic. I don't know. I'm throwing things out there because all I care about is that money on it. You know what I'm saying? But maybe there has to be something else that you can hold on to when things get tough or when things get rough. And that makes it easier to walk away. When you feel betrayed, when you feel hurt, it's harder for you to walk away, because you're emotionally destroyed, and you tend to stay in situations because you want him to fix it. You want him to do better. You want him to feel sorry, because you are supposed to love me, and all we have is love. So show me the love. And when he doesn't do that, you ruin your self-image. Now, if you're there and you're like, I do love him, but my primary goal was just for financial stability, anybody could give me that. So my man cheats, I'm out of here. I'm gone. Because I'm primarily with you for financial stability. In my head, I know you are replaceable. I can love quite literally anybody if I wanted to. So I can just go find another man that can give me financial stability. It's not as much pressure. You're not locked down, and it's easier to leave when you need to leave. It's not like so many people think that when I say I want a man with some money, that it's because I want a Birkin bags and I don't care about men. Or that's not it. It's just that men are nicer when they have money. The relationship will last longer if we have something other than love. And I want to feel less pressures in the world to be able to do what I want to do when I want to do it, even if that means leaving your ass. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I say all this to say that the Wizard Liz situation is like a very good example of how a man can seem as dedicated as possible and so in love with you and still hurt you. Therefore, you need to have something else. I don't know exactly what their relationship was like or what she was there for, so I can't say it, and I'm sure she'll be fine. She's like the most like secure woman I've ever seen in my life. But this is a great example of not to just say, oh, he's doing everything right, everything's going well, this is good. It's not good. He needs to have something else. He needs to be giving you something else, because it's a very high possibility that one day he can mess up, even the best of them. So yeah, bye. And don't be in my look. Do you? This is my personal opinion. I'm allowed to have my personal opinion, and you're allowed to disagree with my personal opinion. Okay? We're not going to agree on everything, and that's okay, Pookie. Bye.
Breaking news, the Wizard Liz got cheated on. And the sky is blue. Like, why are we acting shocked? What I don't understand about this situation is why we're acting shocked as if men don't cheat on women all the time, and why y'all keep saying he humbled her. Every time a woman gets cheated on, y'all always say he humbled her. And like, I get why y'all are saying it, because he cheated or whatever. But in my eyes, I don't see him cheating on her as humbling her. Because in my mind, in order for a man cheating on you to humble you, you would have to think that he would never ever cheat on you. And just based on her content, I don't believe she thought, oh, my man could never cheat on me. Oh, he would never do this to me. No, she never not once said that. So all of the Wizard Liz got cheated on, she got played by her own advice, nobody is safe. No, she didn't. In fact, she took her own advice, which is to leave when you get cheated on. She did exactly that. She never once got on here, at least to my knowledge, and gave advice on how to never get cheated on. Her advice was always to put yourself first, and that's exactly what she did. 4 months pregnant and all. And see, it takes a lot of strength to do that, so props to her. See, me, I'm a little different. My views on cheating are different. If I got cheated on and he begged me to stay, I would stay. Then I would make him spend money and do all these things in order for me to forgive him. And then when he thinks we're good and everything's sweet, I'm going to cheat on him. And it's not going to be with a random. It's going to be with his boss or someone he looks up to or someone he admires. Why? Because I'm not a good woman. And I will stoop to their level. I'm not a leaver. I'm a cheater, then a leaver. And I know y'all love to say, oh, it's not worth it. Don't stoop to their level. Be the bigger person. See, I don't agree with that. I don't believe men get cheated on enough. And I believe more women need to start being evil to men. I genuinely do. Because the balance is off. There are too many lover girls running around and not enough gold digging, superficial, materialistic, cheating women to offset the trash men. Because this is what's happening. See, these men can cheat on a good woman, do her all types of ways, and sleep peacefully knowing that the worst she can do is leave. And if she leaves, he can easily find another good woman to take her place. No, good women need to be far few and in between. There needs to be 9 evil women for every one lover girl. And I'm being so dead ass. That's the way I feel. I view being evil to men as like a passive forward for women. Being evil to men helps the next woman. We've already come to the conclusion that most of them cheat. So what that means is one of 3 things. Either you're staying single, only dealing with them for money, or cheating back. There's no in between. The madness must end, y'all. Free yourself from the social conditioning of only looking for true love. Free yourself from the Disney fairy tale story and jump into reality. Stay single or start dogging these men out. Only deal with them if they're spending money. Be very, very stingy with your womb. I'm tired of us having the same conversation every time a woman gets cheated on.
I'm not going to hold your hand when I tell you this, but the moment that you decide to deal with a man, you are signing up for a humiliation ritual to be done on you. I don't care how pretty you are. I don't care how smart you are. I don't care what you have on your resume that makes you as the best woman. The second you become in proximity to a man, you are signing up to be humiliated. This is why a lot of y'all want to hide your relationships. I don't want anyone to know who I'm with. I don't want anyone to know about my man. Yeah, because you don't want to be publicly humiliated. You know that if everyone knows who you're in a relationship with, when he fucks up, then everyone's going to know about it. So you all already know that you all get publicly humiliated when you are dealing with a man, no matter what, regardless. Although I feel terrible for the Wizard Liz, I cannot say that I am shocked. They entered their relationship very, very quickly. It went very, very fast. And not to mention, she downgraded. The thing about it is that when you are a woman, especially a woman who is beautiful, especially when you are a woman who is clearly successful, I'll be honest, I think a lot of women think that there is some man that is looking at her and thinking, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful, she's so successful, I just want to love on her and dote on her and treat her amazing. When in reality, most of the time, there are men looking and they're saying, she's beautiful, she's successful, and I want to come in and I want to ruin all of that, right? I want to make her look bad. I want to humiliate her. I want to embarrass her publicly because she has a platform that she prides herself on, and I don't have that, and I'm jealous of that, and so I want to go in and I want to ruin that. Even if you don't have a platform, most of the time men are purposely going to humiliate and embarrass you because they're jealous of you. But when women try to protect other women from this happening, we're the bad guy. Shira 7 gets so much hate from women because at the end of the day, a lot of women don't believe in pattern recognition. Pattern recognition is going to save your life. It is going to save you from a lot of turmoil in life when you trust and accept pattern recognition. One of the main things that the patriarchy does is they want to keep trying to sell to you that there are all these different types of men. Men say this online all the time. You should have chose better. You passed over a good man. They want to try to make it seem as if there are all these different pools of men. No, it's the same pool of men all wearing different masks. And when you have honed in on your pattern recognition skills, once you see it, you can't fucking unsee it. Smart women do very, very well understanding pattern recognition. So when you are a woman that understands, oh, a man is going to be led by his lust, and so therefore he's going to cheat. So therefore, if I'm going to deal with a man, it won't be for love because I'm not going to get love out of that. And pattern recognition has showed me that. The Wizard Liz, okay, Halle Berry, Beyonce, Rihanna, the top of the top women have been getting cheated on. So who do you think you are that it's not going to happen to you? Men are always going to be able to get over on women because men created the playbook to create your pattern recognition for them. Men know that most of you all want love, and men know that you all will do just about anything to be able to have romance and love from a man. You'll drop your career. You'll move away from your family. You will give up your hobbies. You will shut yourself up and lose parts of yourself to be in love. So they understand your pattern recognition, which is why they're able to get over on you. If you are a woman and you still watch movies and you're 30 plus years old and watching a new movie, you're not able to predict what's going to happen in the movie, you have poor pattern recognition. A lot of people that have really good pattern recognition, they don't like to watch movies. You want to know why? Because they realize most movies are predictable, okay? You typically are going to know what's going to happen next in the movie because most people have predictable behavior when you're actually paying attention. And stop trying to make everyone so individualistic. People are really not that individualistic. Men are not that individualistic. The only thing individual about a man is the persona, okay, the mask that he is going to wear when he's going to present to you, and the amount of time it's going to take for that mask to fall off. Those are the only two individual things that are going to make one man different from another man. The mask and the time it's going to take for him to drop it.
In a follow-up story, Liz stated that she was up for selling her engagement ring for $100,000. The money is reportedly to be donated to charity for single mothers. Yes, Queen. Right. We've heard public opinion, but I feel the best person to give Liz and the girlies advice on infidelity is the wizard herself.
I will not settle for someone that's cheating on me. You guys, do you understand what cheating is? Do you understand that that man thinks you're not worthy of loyalty? Cheating is a form of abuse. Cheating is a form of disrespect towards you. I will walk away from anyone. I don't care who you are right now. Even if I have to walk away, let's say, from my own mother to protect my peace, I will do that. I'm so tired of putting myself in compromising situations for other people. I'm so tired for giving more than I'm receiving. That are very seductive and that have a lot of self-respect, they walk away because they love themselves more than another person. Another person shouldn't make you feel bad. Another person shouldn't have to like bring you down to their level. You should feel good about yourself. You should feel happy with that person. If that's not the case, you walk away. You have to choose yourself. You're trying to be like, oh, you know what? I wonder why no one loves me. I wonder why no one respects me. You don't love yourself. You don't respect yourself. That's why. Staying with toxic people around you, toxic friends, toxic relationships, a toxic boss and whatever, and just staying and people pleasing, you don't have any self-respect. That's the issue. You are the most seductive and in your power when you're like, you know what? I don't have to deal with you. I don't have to choose you over myself. Do not trust a man. Be very, very smart. Men are not stupid. Make sure that either he invests in a business for you, that the money he gives you, either it's cash or he transfers it into your account. Make sure that you buy stuff that is like an investment. There's many men, and I've heard many, many stories like this, where they just take away the credit card, take away the house, and honey, you go. You go with your bags, whatever. They know that they still keep the power by just giving you a credit card and that's it. And you think, I'm gonna have a credit card. No, he's trying to control the narrative. So you switch that up and you make sure that either you invest in a business, you invest in some things into yourself, but make sure that like anything you buy, you think of it as an investment. All these things. When you get a car, make sure it's in your name. These things they always take away. Do not think men don't do this. Even if you have kids, even if they don't care. They do not care whether you're married. When you sign that prenup, honey, you're done. You walk away with nothing. By the way, if you have an ex or someone, a friend or whatever that has done you dirty, visualize yourself cutting cords with them. Visualize this person, visualize yourself, look at the cords you guys have in between you, and maybe you have many, and start taking scissors and in your head cutting them. Also, stop mentioning these people's names out loud, okay? Your words are very powerful. Whatever you talk about, you attract or you amplify. So when you're constantly talking about your ex, when you're constantly talking about the ex-friend that you hate so much, what you're doing is you're giving them power by talking about them constantly. When you're done grieving, do not mention them anymore. You can talk about them, don't mention their name because you're calling their energy and don't do that. You're making it more powerful and your connection where they can literally suck from you energetically gets bigger.